In a blog post on November 12, 2013, I defined my target audience demographics. Generally, my target audience demographic are between the ages of 18 to 27, they can be male and female, and they would mostly live in England. However, I think that the main theme in my film of love is a universal language and would be fine for any location. They're mostly in the E demographic, as I am aiming for students. However, once students graduate, they could go into any form of work, like B or C1 demographic. In the meantime, many students have part-time jobs, so would move into the D demographic. I think that the psychographic for my audience is a little difficult to understand. They seek love, but also aspire to get the job they are training for. They probably wouldn't have enough money for most brand names, but that doesn't mean they don't want them. I think I would have to go with a mix of reformers and explorers, which I know is a slight contradiction. Again, on my blog, I made a profile for the female version of my audience. Her name was Chris. She says, "I'm in my third year at uni. I've been studying a fine art course and I think it's going really well. It's something I really enjoy. I just hope I can make a career out of it." I don't like most mainstream films anymore. I think I've sort of grown out of them because the storylines are always so predictable, and sometimes I get so sick of all the meaningless action sequences in my films. I love reading love stories and dramas. I used to like romantic comedies, but recently it just seems so cliché and predictable. If I see a film I think will be new and original, I will always go and see it. I love 500 Days of Summer. It was so sad, but so happy, and I don't know how the story would shape. As well as studying, I also work part-time at Starbucks. I like going to small cinemas rather than mainstream ones because they normally show unpredicted films that make me really think about my life. That's what I love about them. I can escape from what everyone else is watching and discover something new of my own. The male version of my audience, I named Alan. In his profile, he says, "I like going to small cinemas. Some people call me a hipster, but that seems more derogatory than it used to. I just like feeling like I'm discovering something that the world hasn't seen. Most of the things I watch actually come from YouTube. All my favourite YouTubers make short films that I think are really amazing. They're normally original. I like films about people like me. I find it hard to relate to a lot of people, so I like to see things that I can relate to. I've had a few girlfriends. My longest relationship was around a year. We both thought it was for the best. Mostly, I find it difficult to find girls who understand me. I will admit, I've been stuck in the friend zone a few times. I want to meet a girl. One day, I'll probably want to have a family and settle down, but sometimes I just can't take all the hurt and give up and play some games. I've just moved out of my parents' house and onto campus housing as I'm studying game design at uni. That's not what the course is called, but that's basically what it is. I haven't made a lot of friends yet. This is probably because I'm a bit shy, but most people are really friendly.